to do a pantry tour. You want to see what's in there? So I'm going to show you. And I'm going to show you how to make sprouts. And guess what? I'm down to 1 tea bag. I'm so proud of myself. I drink 1 Tazo chai tea bag now every morning, and that's it. I was at 2. Before that, I'm not even going to tell you how much I drank. A lot. Over time, my body just keeps getting more and more sensitive to caffeine. Have you experienced this? And it's just causing anxiety. And also, I know it's not good for me, so weaning off 1 bag. Anyway, good morning, cheers, and let's make some sprouts. Okay, so all you need is a mason jar, wide mouth, because I get these mason tops. I'll link this below. This is all you need. They're awesome because I have these little feet for draining. I like to use alfalfa seeds and broccoli seeds. This is 2 tablespoons. This is a big chunky measuring spoon. I love the way it feels in my hand. I'll link this too. And then you put the lid on. These are different because they have this hole for when you put the water in. Okay. So I filled this with water, and then we're gonna put it in the pantry. And then tomorrow we're gonna start the rinsing, and you just rinse it in the morning, and you rinse it before you go to bed. And then in a few days you have sprouts. And I like to put these in my salads and also in my smoothies. They're little powerhouses of nutrition. So it's a great thing to have, and they're cheap. The seeds are cheap. It's a lot cheaper to do your own than get it at the store. Okay, so now we're gonna go see what's in the pantry, all right? Okay, not everything in here is mine. Up there, that's just some bags, some extra tea. I got some popcorn poppers, and I've got some stuff from the baking days. And I got some extra, these Lotus Food noodles from Costco are awesome. They're gluten-free. Everything in here basically is gluten-free. And this is what I use for my sprouts. There's some broccoli. Here we have, honestly, I really don't like plastic. I don't know what possessed me to do this. I just wanted my pantry to be really pretty. But supposedly, these are BPA free, and supposedly they don't leach in this situation, you know, where you're in a cool, dry place. But honestly, I would rather have glass. But I haven't found the ideal situation yet. Gluten-free pasta for pasta salad. Garbanzo beans, chickpeas. I got these to make falafels. I think dry is better than canned. I like having both. This is oats. I haven't had oats for a long time. I haven't had any of this for a really long time, since my last 6-week stint with the protocol. I still haven't introduced stuff like this yet. This is my tea. I love these organizers. You can put, they have compartments and you put multiple types of tea. These are medicinal. These are fun. This is herb and caffeinated. Okay, these, I like keeping my stuff on these Lazy Susans because of the design in my pantry. Split peas. This is like, it's bear mush, right? It's like cream of wheat, only rice. More tea, organic popcorn, sushi rice. This is cacao, and this is PB2 cashew. These are great to have. There's very little fat compared to the actual nuts, and it's just like a quickie instant cheese sauce or salad dressing. They're great. I've got multiple nut, I'll show you down there, navy beans. Back there is some gluten-free pasta. There's a bunch of pasta behind all this stuff back there. And there's some pasta up here. I can't wait to make pad thai. I'm gonna use that PB2, I'll show you later. I like this brand. This is that same Lotus Foods. I like everything I've tried from them. They're organic, they always taste good, gluten-free stuff. I love it. Like those millet noodles I showed you a minute ago. These are lasagna noodles. These are really good too. I love these capellini for pasta with like pesto and vegetables, broccoli, some pine nuts on top. I love having that. I have not had this stuff since the 6-week protocol yet, because I'm just being really low-key with the processed stuff. Basically no processed stuff, but I'm looking forward to having that again. This is Nooch. Nutritional yeast flakes. This has been on my radar for a long time to eliminate, and I think we're getting really close because of the excitotoxins. I haven't had it in a long time. This is rose hips back here, and this is hibiscus. These two together make a wonderful tea that is good for inflammation. I like to have that in the summer with a little maple in it. More rose hips. They're really good for you. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm holding this camera and it's, I'm trying not to wobble, but I can see that it's wobbling a little bit. I'm not used to holding the camera. I'm used to having it on a tripod, so it's a little weird. This raw cashews, put these in salad dressings and my cheese. Lentils, more lentils, and the other stuff on there is not mine. Down here we have some, I really like using the actual vanilla bean and scraping the vanilla out. It's much better. I also use the other kind that's in the bottle. I'll show you that. This is all just seaweed. This applewood stuff is so good. Like, you can substitute this for BLTs, bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwich, and use this instead of the bacon. It's really smoky and yummy, and you can put it on your salads. It has iodine, and I just love it. This is sushi nori to make my own. I love making my own sushi, and that's a bunch of nori. And that's those rice papers that you need for making spring rolls. I love making my own spring rolls too. This is instant coffee that I was using in my oats, my overnight oats, to make tiramisu overnight oats. That's why I have that. I don't drink coffee anymore. I wish I could. I really love coffee. I love a good latte, but it's too much for me. Tomato paste, ginger. This is carob. I love making those carob smoothies. There's some more tea back there. I am a tea person. I'm a beverage person, really. That's for my sushi. And some beets. Down here I've got some organic pumpkin, some tom yum. I love all things Thai food. These I was putting on my pizza. Haven't done that in a long time. This is awesome, but don't buy it because it's got sunflower oil in it. I didn't realize that when I bought it. The ingredients are pretty good, except for that. And they're organic. I'm probably going to go ahead and eat it. I love mole. It's a little bit chocolatey. I like mixing it with black beans and having it over rice with a bunch of vegetables. It's so good. But no more of this because of the sunflower. I wish I would have caught it or I would have never bought it. I have a really hard time throwing out good organic food. So probably the stuff that I have, I'll go ahead and eat minimally and rarely and then won't buy it again. We'll learn to make our own mole together, okay? Because it's fantastic, especially in the fall and winter. Okay, more that stuff. I love making green curry. That's just some cornstarch. And there's some tahini back there from Trader Joe's. Here we have, so this one did not, this is enchilada sauce. I love enchiladas. Did not have the sunflower in it. Broccoli sprouts for sprouting. I got some matcha. This is more curry, but I can't recommend this one. I didn't love it. I liked that it was organic, but it was okay. I'll probably go ahead and eat it, but not my favorite. Applesauce. Down here more. I like the red and the green. And some all fruit spread. It's just fruit. This is fancy olive oil. More coffee for the tiramisu oats. Vinegar. That back there is honey that has the honeycomb. Those make beautiful. That's beautiful for the charcuterie boards and stuff in the holidays to have your honeycomb there with some crackers and some vegan cheese. Okay, this is the omega that I'm having. I've cut back on the flax and now I'm doing this. I'm still doing a little bit of flax, but now this too. This is what I use for my oil, just a quick spray. And when I don't use this, I use this and I kind of blot it. This is a really fun thing because I am a little girl at heart and this syrup has sparkles in it. I don't know if you can see it with the camera, but it has sparkles. I'll link this below if you're like me and you like fun stuff like this. This is the lime leaf. Actually, linked below is my Amazon storefront, and under food, you can find all this stuff, okay? Rather than me trying to do a long list, you can just find it all in one place. And that's one thing. I really prefer to get these fresh. They're kind of hard to get. So the dry ones are better than nothing. They're not as good as the fresh, but better than nothing. Coconut oil I use to season my skillets. Agave, this I don't really use anymore. I won't buy this again. I don't think it's good for you. I bought it when I thought it was okay, but I don't now. Sesame oil, you can use just a little bit of that. And it goes a really long way, like a half a teaspoon or a teaspoon. Like when I make teriyaki, I'll use that. Olive oil, good to have on hand. Don't use much. More of that Lotus Food stuff. I like everything they make. And that's just some Redmond sea salt. There's some rice vinegar back there and some carob. And some, for when I was making my veggie burgers, I have this. I haven't made those in a long time. But I will again. Okay, these are my spices. I'm really big on spices. I love them. I love anything lemon. So I'm not going to show you every single spice in here, but taco salad seasoning. I love putting this on cauliflower. This stuff here, this is great for when you want to make eggs, tofu eggs. It gives it that kind of eggy taste. Cumin, pizza, Indian curry. This is really good and smoky. I've been putting that in salad dressings, but we will be revisiting stuff like this because of the excitotoxins, and that's a whole nother rabbit hole to go down another time. I use this for my ranch dressing with the cashews. Some basils up here. Turmeric twist, that's one of my absolute favorites. It's really good on tofu. Garam masala, love that. Garlic granules. This is the new, we will be making the blackened tofu with this together. I haven't tried it yet. It's a different formula. I still have the other. This is what I was using before, and they changed the ingredients. So I don't really have anything left here. I don't know why that's in there. Smoked paprika, use that constantly. There's some saffron up there. Onion granules, that's great. I put this in everything too. Salad dressings, more Thai stuff. This is the savory blend, by the way. When we get over here, you're going to see the non-savory blend. These are more of the sweet stuff. So ginger, has a sweeter formula. There's cinnamon in there. It's really good too. Extracts, I use these in my overnight oats and smoothies sometimes when I want to get fancy. Cardamom, vanilla, almond extract, ginger, fancy little umbrellas for drinks, mocktails. Down here, pumpkin pie, I use this all the time in the fall. Cardamom, these stevias that I like one day to give up. Whole nutmeg, that's how I like my nutmeg. Nutmeg's super good for you. Got a lot of healing properties in nutmeg. Cinnamon, this stuff. Do you use anise? Star anise. It is beautiful. And I love to make my own masala tea with that. More cinnamon. I like the sticks. I like using these in the fall and making like, you put it in the spiced apple drinks. All right, down here, I just have a ton of supplements like that. This I use to make my own body products and to season the skillets. I don't consume that anymore. At least for now, I don't think I will anymore. This is chia seeds. When I went gluten-free, because I love baking so much, I bought a ton of flours. All different types of gluten-free flours, and then I really didn't use them because I just weeded everything out, and I am eating so simple right now that I haven't been baking, but I hope to use them. You know, Korean pancakes would be really good. Well, not the sorghum. There's another one. It's this. For Korean pancakes and falafel, I want to make my own falafel. That's coconut, shredded coconut. These are what those noodles look like that I showed you in the beginning. They are great. They're like the healthy ramen. They're awesome. They're made of millet. This rice, brown rice cereal, stuff like this I like. It's like a comfort food, but I haven't had it in a long time. For grains, if you're going to do grains, millet and quinoa. Those are the cleanest. Quinoa is a seed, not really a grain. Millet is the cleanest. And the quinoa, this is great for making sauces and putting in overnight oats, making, dipping sauces for your spring rolls. You can put it in stir fries and stuff too. And Thai stuff. Okay, that's a grater. Over here I have a bunch of cutting boards. Trays over there. This is just, we're not even going to go in there. That's just a bunch of the stevia. I'm completely addicted to this stuff. I need to stop. But I don't know. I mean, I eat so simple. That's the one thing I eat that's, not ideal, so I'm not ready to give it up yet. I've been completely hooked on pecans and sweet potatoes. That's my treat lately. I love sweet potatoes right now. I can't get enough, and I like it with pecans and a little maple and cinnamon on top. That is like champagne that's really fruit. Sparkling drinks, organic, like for holidays and special occasions, because I don't want to consume the alcohol. These are nice to have. Those are rice cakes. That is not mine. This is just comfort food to have on hand. I don't remember the last time I ate that. Raisins. Back there is coconut aminos. I have a ton of this on hand all the time. More agave to give away. This is lime and lemon. I always have these. I make salad dressings with them. And, because I have to always have citrus. I like the fresh better, but these are great to always have on hand. Kalamata olives, one of my favorite things. Honey. The pickles I was using when I made the veggie burgers, haven't done that in a long time, but that's what they're for. These powdered nut butters are great for instant stuff. And these tomatoes for making stuff like pizza sauce and pasta sauce. So usually I have some yellow potatoes here. I don't have any right now. I haven't been eating that. I've only been eating sweet potatoes. And these are beans. Beans, stuff like bamboo shoots, stuff to put in soups. This is my favorite brand for anything canned. Well, I just love Eden. They're one of my absolute favorite brands. I trust them. These cans do not have aluminum or BPA. They go above and beyond. They have organic certification, but also a more stringent one than the USDA as well. Love Eden Foods. They're a little more expensive, but I think it's worth it. You don't want aluminum. You want to avoid aluminum. And really, after I'm done with these cans, I'm just going to use dried from now on because I just don't trust the cans. And I just think it's a healthier option than the cans. But I bought these when I thought it was okay. And I bought these for convenience and to have a well-stocked pantry, but I definitely think the other one is better. All right, down there is a ridiculous amount of jasmine rice and some almond milk. That's what I use in my smoothies. I've got some coconut milk. That's not mine. And some sparkling water. The Pellegrino, it's just like a treat kind of thing. I keep this stool in here because I am short and it helps me reach everything. So there you go. There is my pantry. Okay, what do you think? I hope you enjoyed my pantry tour. I hope it gave you some ideas. It's really too much food. I can't eat all of it. I've gotten in the habit of just stocking up big time. And I've found that the stuff that's in the pantry, I really just don't, well, it's because my diet has evolved so much. And I just don't really eat it. So I'm gonna develop a new strategy around food. I'm just not gonna keep that much anymore because I can't eat it before it expires. That's what's happening. Because my diet is mostly fresh food and frozen food. So I wonder if, well, I can't really show you what's in the freezer right now because it's not stocked. I'm pretty low on food. I'm pretty low on the food I actually eat. So I'm not gonna show you that right now. Maybe someday we'll do a freezer tour too. It's the frozen fruit, and then I keep a bunch of greens stocked. Right now for greens, I have those big rectangle things, but I really like the super greens at Costco. They're easier to store because you can smush them because they're in the bags. So tell me what's in your what's your strategy with food? What's in your pantry? What do you keep? Does your pantry look like that? I always want to know what's going on with you. So tell me about your strategies. Do you make sprouts? Do you have a lot of stuff in your freezer? Or do you buy as you go? Like that's what is ideal for me. And I've lived in situations where I could shop like an Italian and just go that day and get the food, for dinner. And what I want the next day and just have like 3 days of food on hand. But I can't do that right now. So I don't even know if I'll ever be able to do that again. That's pretty ideal. But for now, it's pantry and freezer. And that's what I have on hand. I adore you. Happy healing.